the rules don't apply. The rules do not apply to us conscious beings. We have an entire spirit team. The entire universe is conspiring with us to give us our dream life. We don't have to abide by the rules. Once you wake up, the rules don't apply to you anymore. India, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about 5 reasons why you are not receiving your manifestations, okay? Before we jump into today's video, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can post notifications on, girl. Give the video a thumbs up, okay? Join the fam. And always be sure to check the description box for any links that I might have, other social media accounts, my other YouTube channels, all that kind of stuff, okay? Let's go ahead and dive right into today's video. Okay guys, so I feel like manifestation is literally one of our favorite things to talk about when we get on our spiritual journey. We're just like, oh my gosh, like manifestation, we can speak things into existence, like we have the power to create our own realities, you know, etc., right? And like all of that is true, but I feel like when you are in the process of manifesting something and you're not receiving it, then you start to question like, okay, can I really do this? Is manifestation really a real thing? Like, does this really work? And we're going to talk about some of the reasons why you may be manifesting something and you're not receiving it. Okay, so number one is going to be environment. Okay, so think about being in an environment that you're really not supposed to be in. You know you're not supposed to be there. Your intuition is pulling you away from whatever situation it is, but for whatever reason you are staying there, most likely out of comfort and just being like, okay, well, I've been here all this time. And you know, it really takes courage and strength to leave negative situations behind when you know that your intuition is pulling you into another direction. Okay, so I can just honestly speak on this for myself, right? So being with a karmic partner, I was with a karmic partner for about 3 years, right? I knew that I needed to get out of this relationship. I knew that this was not the right space for me to be in. And the things that I was going through at that time were nothing compared to the things that I'm experiencing now, right? All the happiness, joy that I'm having in my life right now that I did not have when I was in that relationship. Everything that was going on around me, it was like friendships, dealing with the man that I was with, right? The job that I was in, just the way that my life looked in general, the flow of money coming into my life, all of that, it was giving very much like I'm chasing after something, right? I'm chasing after this man. I'm chasing after this money because I'm in this career that I don't want to be in, right? I don't really want to do the things that I'm doing. I don't really want to work where I'm working. I don't really want this life that I'm living, but I'm stuck in it. And I know that I want better. But it's like, oh, I want better, and I'm like manifesting better because once I got towards the end of my karmic relationship is when I went through my spiritual awakening. So after I went through my spiritual awakening, I was still in my karmic relationship for probably about 6 months, and then I ended up like leaving completely, right? And getting out of that relationship as a whole. And once I left that relationship, that's when things really started to improve, right? So a lot of the times we're stuck in these environments, we're stuck in these relationships, we're stuck in these situations that we don't really want to be in, and we want to get out of it and we want better for ourselves, but it's not happening, right? And it's because you're surrounded by that negative energy. You're surrounded by chasing after something instead of allowing it to really flow to you in your divine feminine energy. And it's because you are in a repeating pattern, a repeating cycle. You keep going through the same things over and over and over again, and you want better, but it's like you're still stuck in it. So the advice for this is just get some courage. Get some courage, get some strength. If you're watching this video right now and this is actually happening for you right now, we are in eclipse season, okay? We are about to, girl, Mercury retrograde will be here April 1st. So we're pretty much almost in Mercury retrograde. So all of this energy that we're experiencing right now, this Aries energy, we just had the spring equinox. This is all pushing you to be out with the old and in with the new. This is an amazing time for transformation, shedding old layers, getting rid of people, places, and things that are simply not serving you, getting out of those environments that are holding you back from receiving your manifestations, okay? Number 2 is going to be self-belief. If you don't believe it, you won't achieve it. Plain and simple. That is such like a regular like slogan that people say, like you have to believe in yourself in order for something to happen. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. Manifestation takes place in the mind. You have to believe that you are capable of creating the life that you really desire. Whatever manifestation you're trying to bring in, you have to believe that you can bring it in. If you don't believe it, you're not going to receive it. Plain and simple. That's why I'm always talking about doing inner work, shadow work, etc., right? So that honestly transitions us into number 3, which is if you are not doing the inner work to reprogram your subconscious mind to know that you deserve to receive your manifestations, you will not get them, okay? In this earthly plane, on this 3D, this earth that we live on, okay, we are programmed from birth into fear and lack mindset, okay? That's what's going on here. That's why people are not living their best lives, right? And they're just kind of stuck in this cycle where they just repeat the same things over and over again. They live the same day over and over again, like things are just very mundane, right? And it's because of the programming that goes on starting at birth, the lack mindset. You are not worthy. You are not capable of achieving anything else than what's being offered to you. This is what we have for you. We have a 9-to-5 job. We have college, we have get married and have a few kids, live in a house, never really having enough money to really do the most extravagant, luxurious things. We give you 2 weeks of vacation a year. You're trapped in this cycle. You're basically a slave to society. Like that's what it's giving, right? That's what Earth offers to you because of what's going on with the people who are controlling this shit, right? And it's like, once you decide that you don't want to participate in that anymore, you have to start the process of reprogramming your subconscious mind because your subconscious mind has been programmed for lack since you got here, okay? So you really have to take the time to do the inner work. India, how do you do the inner work? You do it through answering journal prompts. You do it through shadow work. You do it through looking back on your life and seeing what patterns you keep repeating. What are the cycles that keep coming up in your life? What are the things, what are the patterns that keep repeating, right? If you are trying to manifest your dream life, and let's just say like, because I'm all about the luxurious soft girl life. That's my thing, okay? So if that's the type of life that you desire, it doesn't have to be this. It can be whatever it is you want. If you want to move and live off the grid in the middle of the woods and not be bothered by anybody, then that's your dream life and that's what you want for you. And you have to be comfortable with saying, this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what I'm going to do. Because you have to believe in yourself, right? You have to believe that you can achieve these things. If you don't believe it, you're not going to get it. Self-belief, okay? And working on reprogramming your subconscious mind. I'm gonna do a separate video on shadow work, but shadow work is literally, like I said, just looking back at the repeating patterns that are happening in your life, looking at, you know, you can take a chakra quiz online. I'll link one down below. I'm doing my chakra series, like it's gonna be the next video or the video after, where you work on the energy centers in your body to help to get them in alignment. And you wanna start from the bottom up. So you start at the root, right? The root is down here, okay? It's the very first chakra that you will work on. That's the chakra that has all the lack mindset programming. So that's why you wanna start there, because once you get over that and you're like, I don't have to subscribe to this. Just because you're offering me this doesn't mean I have to take it. I'm capable of creating whatever life I want to live, right? I don't have to just accept whatever it is you're giving to me. Whatever you have going on in this world, it doesn't have to be my life. I have my own reality that I'm creating, and I can make it into whatever I want it to be. And once you start reprogramming your mind to know that that is true, because it is, we're all living in our own realities. We are all the creators of our own realities, okay? You are the only person in your reality. Everybody else is an extra. Everyone else is an extra, okay? It is up to you to do the work to create your dream life. Number 4 is going to be living on the frequency of uncertainty. You need to get clear on what it is you actually want. What do you want? What you're gonna do when you get it? why do you want it, and how you're gonna do it, right? So you don't have to get too bogged down on the how, like you don't have to get too specific, right? But you need to have a general idea of how you're gonna make it happen, because at the end of the day, the universe is gonna provide all the right experiences that you need to be able to get to where you need to go. But you need to be clear on exactly what it is that you want and why you want it and what you're gonna do when you get it, okay? Because when you go back and forth like, oh, I kind of want this, but oh, I kind of want that, or oh, I want this life, but I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z, even though I know that I don't really want it, because I have programmed into my mind that the thing that I really want to do is not actually going to be a success because I don't see anybody else around me doing it. I don't have any examples. And baby, write it down. Write it down. What do you want? Okay. No, there are no limits. When you start limiting yourself and you start saying, oh, well, I want to do this, but I don't have the money. Oh, I want to do this, but I've never seen anybody do it before. Oh, I want to do this, but she told me that it wasn't going to be a success because of blank, blank, blank. The rules don't apply to you. The rules do not apply to you. If you're really a master manifester, okay, if you're really the creator of your own reality, if you're really an alchemist, if you're really a witch, okay, because I know I got some witches watching me, okay, baby, the rules don't apply. The rules do not apply to us conscious beings. We have an entire spirit team. The entire universe is conspiring with us to give us our dream life. We don't have to abide by the rules. Once you wake up, the rules don't apply to you anymore. And that's where the subconscious reprogramming comes in, to know that the rules do not apply to you anymore. So when you write out your list of what it is exactly what you want, you journal about it, you do whatever, a voice note is cool, but like make sure you write it down too, because like writing it down, you're making it clear in your 3D reality, right? On pen and paper, okay? What it is that you want. There are no limitations. Do not think about, do I have the money for this? Do not think about, oh, I haven't seen anybody do it before. Don't think about those things. No limitations. Write it down and make sure when you look at it, you're like, yep, this is exactly what I want. No limitations, no matter what it is, your most wild, crazy ideas that you want for your life, whatever it is, write it down, okay? Get clear. Stop living on the frequency of uncertainty. When you're on the frequency of uncertainty, you're going back and forth here and there. How is the universe supposed to provide you with any ideal experiences for you to get what you want when you keep ping-ponging back and forth, unsure of what it is you really want or why you want it or what you're going to do when you get it, right? You're working together with the universe, okay? So make it clear what is it that you really want. Number 5 is divine timing. Please remember that time only exists here. Time is a man-made construct. It's not real, okay? Think about just back in the day, like I say back in the day, but like thousands and thousands of years ago, okay, when people did not have time. It was literally just like, okay, the sun is up, so I know it's morning. Oh, okay, the sun feels like it's at its hottest right now. It must be midday. Okay, I can see the sun going down, so I can tell it's about to be nighttime. We created time, okay? So when you are literally looking at your day, whatever today is, you're looking at today, you're like, oh my gosh, it's been 1 month, it's been 3 months, it's been 6 months, it's been a year, and I still haven't received my manifestations. Look at the things I said previously, 1 through 4, and see if any of those apply to you. Okay? Because if you're not clear on what you want, if you're living on the frequency of uncertainty, if you're not doing your inner work to reprogram your subconscious mind to know that you deserve the things that you're asking for, like everything has to line up in order for you to receive your manifestations, okay? Time only exists here. Outside of this dimension, outside of this, time is not real. It's not real. It's not a real thing. So you can't just be like, okay, well, it's been 3 months and I haven't manifested my dream apartment, so I guess I'm not going to get it. If that's your attitude, you're definitely not going to get it. You're definitely not going to get it because now you're questioning whether or not you really have the power to create it. So now you're questioning your power. Now you're on the frequency of uncertainty because you don't believe it. You don't believe that you really deserve it. So time, don't look too much at time. Now, if it's been years and you try to manifest something, then it might be the universe trying to be like, you know what, that's not for you, right? But always remember that There is no destination. This is all a journey. Everything has to happen exactly as it's supposed to happen in order for you to get to where you are now and where you're going to get to. So you may be like, oh, this is not, okay, so let's say for example, like you're trying to manifest, I don't know, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to start a business, okay? And you have been working at this job for the last 2 years and you're like, oh my God, I don't understand. Like I'm trying to start this business and it's not taking off and et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden 2.5 years from now, all of a sudden your business goes boom, right? And you look back and you're like, okay, I see why I had to stay at that job because I learned X, Y, and Z while I was there. Or I ended up meeting someone who ended up giving me a connection to help me to get my business to go boom, right? Or I needed to stay in that job for those 2 years because now looking at myself 2.5 years when my business went boom, if I had not, I would not have had the money to invest into my business to get it to where it is. You know, so it's like there could be so many things. There's so many moving parts, to this, and everything has to align together in order for you to receive it. But you have to believe that you can do it because you can. It's not a question of whether or not you are capable. You absolutely are. The signs that you are receiving, like that's another thing. When you're on your manifestation journey, like you're going to be seeing signs if you're going the right way, right? Even if you're going the wrong way, you're going to be receiving signs that you're going the wrong way. So be sure that you listen to those, okay? Be sure. Oh, guess we could throw in a bonus tip, right? Be sure that you're following your intuition. I said 5 tips. This is tip number 6. Be sure that you are following your intuition, okay? What are you hearing in here? What signs are you receiving, right? Look at that, listen to that, follow that. Because when you follow your intuition is your higher self, okay? Your higher self has already lived the life that you want to create because they are you, right? And they are your higher self, like it's like the universe, right? It's everywhere. It's all things. It's consciousness. So it understands you as a person because it is you, right? But it also knows like this is what you need to do to get to where you're trying to go, right? So be sure that you're listening to that. Be sure that you're communicating with your guides. Be sure that you are connecting with your internal self. Are you meditating? Like, are you trying to focus your energy? Are you trying to follow your intuition? Are you trying to listen? Are you looking for, not even looking for the signs. You don't have to look for them. You're just going to get them, right? But are you taking heed to them? The things that you're seeing, is it telling you you're moving in the right direction or is it telling you you're moving in the wrong direction? Okay? Think about that. Look at those things. These are the main reasons why you would not be receiving your manifestations. Look at these tips, apply them to your life, what it is that you're actually trying to manifest, and you'll get your answer. You'll know, is this the right thing for me to do or is it not? Okay, you guys, so that is pretty much going to be it for today's video. I do want to mention that if you guys are trying to manifest your dream apartment or a dream house, or you're trying to manifest like moving to a new state or something, I have a video on how I manifested my dream apartment in my dream city. When I tell you I got everything I wanted on my list, I got everything I wanted on my list. And because I wrote my list as a dream list, I did not say, oh, I need this amount of money to get this. None of that. I said, I want this and I got it. Okay, I'm living in it. I'm recording this video in the space that I manifested. I brought this straight out of my subconscious mind into my reality. I kid you not. I will link that video in the description box down below for you guys to check out. I hope these tips were super helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, girl, comment down below and I will be sure to get back to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.